Hey there. So first of all, I wanted to thank you for getting my pre-game and pre-practice warm-up program. Again, this is not an end-all be-all program. There's a lot of things you can do. Obviously, the biggest thing, it's got to be something that the kids can do, will do, that you have access to, so you can kind of take a look at this. I'm going to give you an idea of what we're trying to build with this, and then fit it into what works for your team, for your facility, what you have access to, how many kids you got, so on and so forth. So you're going to kind of try to run this, in lines or in stations to try to get this moving. Obviously, fitting in the time frame that you're going to have to fit this in before a game or before practice. So everybody's going to be a little different with that. The key here is we want to prepare our body for the task at hand, which is playing or practicing baseball. So we need to rotate, we need good shoulder movement, mobility, we need the rotator cuff and scapular muscles firing, we need our lower body muscles good and warmed up and firing. We need some separation, some hip mobility, all these things that the body needs to be able to do to perform throwing, running, hitting. We're making sure we're checking those boxes. So we're going to kind of work through a purposeful series here. So we're going to do some mobility, groundwork, if you can get on the ground and do that. We're going to work through some then more dynamic walking, standing, and moderate intensity sprinting. We're going to do some band work for the upper body. We're going to do some potentially med ball work, throws and slams, to then start moving fast. And we're going to finish with our baseball warm-up. So throwing, half kneeling to short toss to long toss, and then finishing with some max effort throws. Hitting, again, starting just kind of making some swings, maybe working on some mechanical stuff, and then finishing with some all-out swings. We can get our body ready to move at high intensity. Okay, so that is the end goal. The whole point of the warm-up is to warm our body up, both generally and to a degree specifically based on the needs of baseball. So we need to get our blood flowing, we need to get our muscles contracting and relaxing, we need to get that nervous system firing and get it firing at a high level, because that's what's going to happen when we're running, throwing, and hitting in the course of the game. So we're not trying to fatigue ourselves. So it's very important to understand that. We're going to keep the volume somewhat low. And then, like I said, whatever you need to do to fit into the time frame for your team, the amount of kids you have, the space you have, the equipment you have. As always, feel free to reach out with any questions, and I'll be glad to answer them for you.